Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Greater Boston League Boys Soccer. Still feels funny saying that with English playing after all the years I did Northeastern Conference games. Revere making their second trip. They played their first game of the season here, and they scored two goals the last 6 or 7 minutes and defeated Classical 2-0. So they're 1-0. English is 1-1-1. Alejandro Zayas in net for English. Snyder Rivas for Revere. Gerardo Rodriguez is the head guy for Revere. Valdram Hamadji for English. So Revere trying to, for their second win and trying to make it 2-0 here at Manning Field. And believe it or not, this being Thursday, they'll be back here Saturday playing St. Mary's. So their first 3 games that they play will be here at Manning Field. Revere in the white, English. Nice to see them in the red and gray. The football team, the baseball team have gone to wearing black, and I can't get used to. Classical still wears their green and gold. It was always red and gray for the Bulldogs. It slips past. Revere's got a break. They knock it deep. Pop it toward the net. Rojas comes out, picks it off, he'll kick it away. English had spent a month here. The game against Classical in the opening round of the Lynn City tournament, they had a tie game and it went overtime, a shootout, and it went 9 shooters. And English finally won it when Matthew Coelho finally knocked it home. English got loose for the shot but knocked it wide right. Trying to pick up the numbers. That might have been Pierre. The weather has totally changed. This being Thursday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, people were wearing sweatshirts and jackets. It was down in the low 60s, and now today it's up in the mid 80s, and it is warm. So it must be New England. English knocking it back. They knock it out to the middle upfield. Pushing it to the far side. Trying to get around, trying to throw it out in front. Defense is there to knock it away. Revere coming right back in the English end. They knock it deep. And it went out off Revere. They couldn't get foot on it to center it. And Rojas will kick it away. So we're well underway here at LETV with soccer and football here in starting 2025 season. Revere picked off the pass. English takes it back. And Revere backchecking took it away. Knocked down and booted high in the air. Headed away by Revere. Loose ball. Revere winds up with it. So it's just back and forth so far. Nobody coming anywhere near getting a shot on net. Revere has had it in the English end a little bit longer than English has had it in the Revere end. Down that far side. And English takes it away. Nice job. And they tried to get it out in the middle. Revere was just coming back upfield. They took it away. They get it back, trying to get a shot off. Can't. Bodies go down. And I think Revere was going to get a free kick. The question was he in the zone? It could be a penalty kick. I don't think he was. I think he was out around the 5-yard line. So Revere's going to get the first kick. What? They called it a penalty kick. Revere is going to get a penalty kick. Get the number that she's taking the shot. She's taking the shot. Just to the right of the kid in the white shirt right in the middle, lining up. Number 9. So very strangely, the penalty kick, Cesar Marentes, he got a goal against Classical. He had several opportunities. I thought they were going to give him a kick from around the 5-yard line, but they called it in the zone. So the penalty kick puts Revere on top. Awful difficult for Kevin Rojas to block that Grand Canyon one-on-one. David pushing it up, gets by, blocked by Revere. They bring it back the other way. Revere, a veteran team, they've got 12 seniors. They had a pretty good year last year. They are anticipating having a very good year this year. Revere gets called for contact. English will get to kick it away. I think it's Kafour doing it. Revere heads it up. Coelho gets it ahead. They take the shot. They had the net wide open, but got under it, got too much leg. Rivas, the goaltender, came way over to the near side. The back side was wide open, and he just got it under it and tipped it way up over the net and out of play. And Revere will kick it away. That was the first attempt by English. Zambrano knocks it ahead to Coelho. Clear across field. That was Gomez trying to take it away. Revere winds up with it. They tried to knock it deep. It got blocked. English winds up with it. Nice little shift to get around a couple of defenders. They tip it ahead. Coelho blocked. They try to give it back. They just kind of touched it to try and get it back. From long range, it went wide left. Rivas played on a hop, and he'll kick it away. And he kicks it deep to the English end. Zambrano with it. Zambrano gets it back. Tipped to the middle by Revere. Headed away by English. They give it to Zambrano on the near side. Ahead to Coelho. And it gets knocked out by Hernandez. Coelho will put it in play. Gets it to David. Revere picks it off. Revere gets it back upfield. They're looking to go wide. Nice defense picking that off. English knocks it deep, and it gets knocked away. I think that was Jimenez knocking it away and out into the Revere bench area. English with the throw-in. Revere leading at 1-0 off the penalty kick. They double up on English. English gets it back. Knocked down. English surrounded by white shirts. They come away with it somehow. And he got a little bit of a tip. Didn't go on net. Was wide right. Rivas fell on it. And he'll kick it away again. Now he's going to throw it upfield to one of his defenders. As he does that, we're going to get a timeout. Down here on the field with Revere leading English in the Greater Boston League battle 1-0. Coming out of the timeout, 1-0 Revere. And Rivas kicks it away. It's been mostly in the English end as the English player goes down. I thought he lost it, but they're calling it off English. And now they're calling a takedown by English. He did go down, but I thought the ball was out of bounds. So Revere will get the free kick. Just beside the English bench area. Now they're going to move it back firstly to the bench. They line drive it. It got tipped and in the net. They line drives it to the net, and it got tipped over the goaltender into the net. I wish I could tell you who knocked that home. There were bodies out in front of the net. Everybody went up. They got a head on it. And as usual, as soon as they score, they surround the person that scored the goal, and he wipes away being able to see their number. So very quickly, that was a line shot with the kick right dead center of the net. Everybody went up, and one white shirt got a head on it and knocked it in. It's hard enough if they're standing by themselves. Across field, it's hard to pick up the numbers because they're so far away, and the numbers aren't like football shirts. So when there's a bunch of them all around each other, you lose track of who it is that knocks the ball home. We'll try to find out. English still trying to get their first shot on net. And they break up Pierre and take it back the other way. Nice defense by Rueda. Pass too far ahead. English will bring it back the other way with Jeanbrun. Tip right to Rueda. Excuse me, Hernandez. I'm looking at, they put two sets of numbers down. They put 1 through 24. But then next to those, they put the players' numbers down, and they've got them not in alphabetical order. They got them by class, senior, junior, sophomore. So when I first looked at 22, it said Rueda, but that's not him. They don't make it easy. English still trying to get upfield. Revere won't let them. Hernandez, since I got it right, knocks it all the way back. They knock it deep, looking for a break, headed away. And we got English with a takedown. Hernandez will take the kick. coming from the 40-yard line. Line drive again. And they knock it home again. Same play coming from the near side this time. They line drived it out in front, a whole bunch of shirts out in front, and Revere got a piece of it and knocked it home. So that's 2 we have to catch up on. With all those bodies out in front, including English, everything is blocked off, and they're 8 miles away anyway. Coelho collects the pass, and I think they call contact against Revere. So the kick will come from the 35. Coelho will take it. Line drives it. Blocked out in front. English got a foot on it. Bicycle kick and knocked it over the net. It went off Revere and it laid out in front. And as he was going down, English got a kick, the bicycle kick. And it just went over the net and out of play. I believe it was Woodson Pierre that knocked it over the net. Revere slipping and sliding, knocked it out, and the Revere player's hurt. He just went down like he was sliding into third base, and they're working on him over there. And that's going to send both teams to the sideline. So we're going to break down the field. We'll be right back. They put the ball back in play. The young man from Revere is still being worked on the sideline. We hope he's going to be okay. They held it up for a while. Officials finally said, put the ball back in play. He's laying down out of bounds, so he's away from the play. But he's been down for a while. English was looking for a takedown. English player was very slow getting up. He's up, trying to run it off. Revere will get the kick. So a great start for Revere, a tough start for English. English kicking into the net, goes by everybody. Revere couldn't keep it in play. They thought they kicked it back, but it was out of play. And Rojas will kick it away. English trying to get something started. They haven't got a shot on net yet. They had one opportunity. We think it was Pierre out in front as he was falling down. He got a bicycle kick off, but he kicked it over the net and out of play. That's as close as they've come to getting a shot on net. And he's still working on that young man from Revere over on the sideline. So we certainly hope he's going to be okay. He just kind of comes to a very sudden stop. Like he was sliding into third base and one leg just stopped. I think that's what caused the problem. English going to get called for a takedown. Revere keeping in play. English gets it, knocks it back. And Revere lets it go out of play. Got banging, pushing, shoving everybody. They call it against Revere. Coelho will get the kick right midfield from the near side. Drills it. Revere knocks it upfield. Gaffron knocks it up. David gets it to the far side. Coelho trying to make a play. He made the pass, but a little bit behind. It went out off English. You just can't get started. Past the halfway mark of this first half, English lead behind 3-0. They've got a huge hole that they're trying to dig themselves out of. Nice little pass there. They get it upfield. They make the passes. They get it up. Just as they get it anywhere near the 20-yard line, Revere knocks it away. Lead pass, trying to walk in. Nice defense. I think that was Lopez with the defense. Coelho to David. Knocks it deep. English called offside. Gene Brun galloping down the near side looking for the pass. Was a few yards ahead of everybody. They give it back to Rivas to kick away. A little bit of a different game for Revere. They played, that was right on the money. Rivas made the save. He got a good look at it, went up and got it, but a good kick from long range. That was from James Gomez. Hit a rifle shot. Rivas made the save, but Revere, their game here against Glasgow, and calling a timeout because there's a stretcher coming across the field to help the young man from Revere. And bad feelings. We hope he's going to be okay. This is a bad sign. They had to call the ambulance and they're coming with a stretcher to take him off. So we hope the young man is going to be okay. We'll take a quick break. So they're still working on the young man. Looks like they're going back to the ambulance. I don't know what, they haven't lifted him. They brought a stretcher out, but they haven't lifted him up yet. So they're still working on him, and they waited a while. The officials finally said, put the ball back in play. It's been a very long first half, and unfortunately there's 2 more games after this. 5:45 game certainly won't start on time, and the 7:30 game may get off around 9 o'clock. A long day. Soccer here at Manning Field. Revere leading at 3-0 here. And we still got about 11 minutes left to play in this first half. It's been all Revere. Revere's just playing keep away right now, trying to get something started. Now they knock it deep. It's headed away. Revere is going to track it down. They've got it down deep. Trying to center it. The only player there was an English player knocking it away, and it goes into the English bench area off Revere. English, they've done this before. They move it well, they get it down, but they can't get it near the net. Down deep. They try to slide it through. Revere knocked it away. Shot goes high over the net and out of play off the foot of Jeanbrun. He lined it up and got under it and just chipped it way up over everything and out of play. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to the young man being helped over on the sideline. I think one of the ambulance personnel, they needed something. He's gone back out, I'm assuming, to the ambulance. Still trying to get it going. English picked it off. Knocking it to the far side. English will collect. Can't get around the defense. Now they double team and take the ball away. English takes it back to get it outside. Can't get the shot off. And Revere will knock it out of play. And they're calling it off English, I guess. English was surrounded by white shirts. Couldn't get a pass, couldn't get a shot, and it finally went out. They knock it deep, gets by everybody. Hustling back was Lopez, and English will kick it back. And here's the defense again, taking it away. I think it was Gaviria. And once again, Revere will try to get something started. Revere try to knock it deep. English blocks it. And Revere takes it away. They kick it to the far side. gets a piece, knocks it up in the seats. English for the break. Gets taken down. Coelho puts it in play quickly. And they kick it deep. They got a hustle. And they just kept it in. Now we get I thought they were going to get a free kick. I thought they took him down. They just called it out of play. Coelho still with it. Centered, knocked away. Nice pass in front. And Revere did a nice job, and now he does another nice job. He got a piece of that shot from an angle, just got a hand on it. And then on the rebound, he was able to get there before anybody could. He jumped on it and dove on it. It was John Lopez who took that shot that Revere had to make the save on. It was not going in the net. It was going by the net. But Revere got a hand on it. And now English going to get another kick. Coelho again. Just outside the 35. Kicked away. And it wasn't Coelho, it was Lopez with that kick. Lopez takes it away, and he loses it, but Revere's going to get called for contact. Kick again from just outside the 35. They kick it. A lot of foot, too much foot. Kicked it way up over everything out of play. I think that was Cepeda. Eric Cepeda with that line shot. Now Revere kicks it away. Lozich. And it goes into the English bench area. English kicks it high in the air. It's going to hook and bounce into the Revere bench. Revere quickly throws it in. English knocks it out. Revere move down a bit, throw it in again. Popped in the air. Revere gets a head on it. Can't control it. English winds up with it. They get it to the near side. To Zambrano. Greenbrand tried to draw it around. Revere knocked it out. we're finally in the last 2 minutes. The clock kept down on the field. And they finally got the young man up on the stretcher and they're wheeling him out. So our thoughts and our prayers go out that he's going to be okay. They try to knock it deep. I was just about to say, it looked like English blocked that with their hand, and they did. So Revere will get the free kick. And it'll be LEHS again. Right in front of the English bench, they collect the pass, they knock it back. So time finally winding down in this long first half with ambulances and bodies going down and timeouts. And we started late to begin with. So it's pushed everything back here at Manning Field for the day. And Revere just holding on to it. English picks off the pass. I would have thought the first chance the official got, he'd blow the whistle after this long first half. LEHS got a head on it and knocked it away. They tipped it, but there was nobody there. The player they were looking for was breaking upfield. English. You get the shot off and they score. It was a maze of players out in front. Everybody looking for it. It laid there. And a very late goal. And it was Jamal David. English had it, couldn't get a shot off. It was bouncing around, everybody trying to get control of it. It finally popped loose, and just sticking his foot in, Jamal David just knocked it past. And English is on the board. That's a very late goal. Revere comes out and falls on it. Revere will take it back. English almost took it away. Revere takes it back. And that's going to do it. They finally blow the whistle. That's going to end a very long first half. And again, we hope the young man from Revere is going to be okay. So at halftime, Revere jumped out that 3-0 lead. A late, very late goal by Jamal David has got English back. It's Revere 3, English 1 at halftime. Welcome back as we're set to start the second half, a big first half for Revere. They got a penalty kick and they scored two long, perfect kicks.
Number 7 scored for Revere. You talking about Revere or us? And then one was an own goal on us.
Was what?
We scored on ourselves. Somebody said.
We had Ashley Alder, the new athletic director of English, helping us out. She talked to the coach. Even the coach can't tell us who scored the goals. He said one of the 2 goals was bounced off English. It was an own goal. And we have no idea who scored the 3rd one. So we even asked the coach, and they kept telling us, Ashley Aldred number 7, and my cameraman who went down, they told him number 7. We knew it was number 7. We had number 7 because it was a penalty kick. He was wide open. That was easy. We didn't get the other 2. The header, it looked like Revere was offside. They got the header and knocked it over the net out of play. David got that late goal to get English a little bit of life. Let's see if it gives him a bit of life here in the second half. Back checking Revere knocks it out. English corner kick. This is their first corner kick, I think, coming from the far side. And the official blew the whistle for something. I'm not sure what that's all about. He's sending one of the Revere players off the field. Your coach hasn't caught on yet because he's not sending a substitute yet. I don't know if he might have had, if there's any kind of blood showing, they have to get off the field. Revere finally realizes what's going on. They're going to put another player out there. So we'll get back to the corner kick coming from the far side. Revere got a head on it. They get another head and knock it away. And they clear it away. Trip from behind. And that could be another penalty kick. They're not calling it a penalty kick. He was in the zone when he got knocked down, but they're not giving him a penalty kick. They're going to kick it from just inside the 15-yard line, a little bit of an angle. They're going to have to push that English picket fence back. They're marking it off. They have to be 10 yards away. And they're not. They're about 6 yards away. He marked it off, and they're not 10 yards. Off the side of the net and out of play. Off the foot of Bala. I think Bala got one of the goals. We'll give him credit anyway. I don't know why the Revere coach wouldn't know who scored his goals. Picked off. David, a little too much. That time 1-on-2, not 1-on-1. Trying to squeeze by, not passing it, not giving it up, and they took it away. The new goaltender is Christian Flores. He got the shutout against Classical the other night. English trying to knock it up. Revere picks it off easily. And brings it back and knocks it deep. Looking for a break. Good hustle. English, that might have been, I don't know if that was David. Back checking, knocked it out. It was actually Peter Akandi who did that nice back checking. Shot, nice rebound. Nice defense by Rojas. Made the save and grabbed it when it popped loose. And he kicks it away, gets it past midfield. Revere knocks it back to the English end. And we're going to whistle for something. Oh, there's an English player on the far side. Looked like he was hurt. He's trying to walk it off. So he's going to go to the bench. That might be Zambrano. English and Revere come together. Both players go down. They're both down on the ground. English player is up. Revere player is slowly getting up. We're glad they're okay. We don't want any more ambulances coming. English will get the free kick from the 35-yard line. They line drive it. It got tipped wide of the net. Flores come out to catch it. And now there's a Revere player flat down in front of the net. So the score 3-1. Revere over English. We'll take a quick break. It came in, they got a head on it, knocked it out. English will get a corner kick coming from the near side. Line drive there. English swung and missed. He had an English player there, and he couldn't get a foot on it. He was right there. It wasn't on the ground, so he couldn't get a foot. He was almost waist high, but he went up and just couldn't get a touch. Revere breaks it up. And English knocks it out. Coelho picked it off to the near side, getting around and blocking, knocking away Revere. That was Gomez trying to get around. English trying to center it, sliding and blocking and knocking out. Revere knocked it away as Gene Brun tried to center it. And the corner kick will come from the near side. Revere heads it away. English got a foot on it, and they drilled that one. That one went out to Western Avenue. That was Luis Angel Lopez flying up on the run and drilled it, got under it, and kicked it high and wide and way over everything. English keeps it alive. Tips around. Tips ahead. Revere trying to get it before it goes out. He just saved it. Coming down the near side. And a collision. Navarrete looking at the official saying, I think I got taken down. And it was Gomez who took him down. I think they gave Gomez a card. He's got to go to the sideline. Not a red card, but you don't want to start getting these cards early. You get enough of the cards. If you have an opportunity to make the tournament, you don't get in, because if you have too many cards, you're eliminated. Hernandez with another kick. He's had two beauties. And here's another one. Revere got a head on it again. And this one went up over the net and out of play, but Hernandez put it right on the money again. That was Morentes. They take the kick, and again, English kicks it up wide over everything out of play. They've got a couple of opportunities, but they're not putting it on the net. English puts it up and up in the seats, and it bounces back on the field. Hernandez will put it in play. They get it to Hernandez. Upfield, just kept it in. Flying down the near side. Revere just kept it in, but English picks it off and knocks it away. Navarrete, with that rush, he's only a junior, and he's one of the captains. They're a senior-laden team. I guess they got 14 seniors. 24 players, 14 of them are seniors. So with just over 24 minutes left in this Greater Boston League battle, Revere leading English 3-1. We got a timeout down the field. If you catch it, the Lynn Tech girls are warming up on the right side behind the net. They're supposed to play at 5:45. It's 5:45 now, and we got 24 minutes left in this game. All the scoring in the first half. Revere got an early goal penalty kick. It was Marentes. Actually, it was Valentin, Patrick Valentin, knocking it home, and it was 1-0 Revere as English blocks the pass out in front and kicks it away. And then two perfect free kicks by Alejandro Hernandez. One was off a maze of players out in front, and according to the Revere coach, it went in off an English player. Second one went in off Marentes. And it was 3-0, and very late in the first half, Jamel David picked up a loose ball in front of the net and knocked it behind the goaltender to make it 3-1. That's where we are. And that shot, I don't know if it was going wide or going in, but Flores got a piece of it, knocked it out. English will get a corner kick coming from the near side. They knock it back. They don't get the kickoff. And Revere knocked it away, so English didn't take advantage of that corner kick. They'll get the throw in. Revere knocks it out. English will get another corner kick. Again, coming from the near side. This time they'll take it. They drill it. English got a head on it and knocked it wide left. I think that was Pierre getting a head on it, and right after he did, he was rubbing his head. I always say, I don't understand how they don't really get seriously hurt. That's a very heavy soccer ball, and it's coming in at a pretty good rate of speed, and they go it, boom, they bet their head on it. I don't know how some of these young guys don't get just knocked out or knocked down. We're halfway through and counting this second half. English has picked it up, keeping it in the Revere end, but they haven't really had a legitimate scoring opportunity. They had what looked like wide open shots, but they got heavy feet, knocked it high and over everything out of play. Never got it to the net. They haven't been able to take advantage of a couple of corner kicks. Bounces by Revere, but English coming in. It bounced away from them. The player, I think it was Jeanbrun coming in from the far side, and he just couldn't get to the ball. He was a couple of steps away, and now almost a breakaway, but they got a piece of Revere, and the player goes down. And the official standing right in front of me, looking right at the player who's down, didn't blow the whistle. They let the play go. They're helping the young man up. He was looking for a break. English was trying to break it up, and I think they just got ankles together. And the Revere player went down. We're very happy that he got up. Never heard her again. Look at the official saying, I got knocked down, you didn't make a call. Then it was Sanchez, or actually Acklog, getting knocked down, no call. Hernandez with the throw-in. English just kept it in. Now Revere takes it away. Nice defense takes it away from Revere. They knocked it deep. They knocked it away from Gomez, who's back in the game after getting a yellow card. Revere got a foot on it, knocked it away. Zambrano saving that left ankle or left foot. He's going to go to the sideline, I think. He's trying to get to the sideline. They're helping him out. The game is going on. English got one too many players. They knocked it loose, and before Pierre could get to it, Flores came out and dove on it, recovering the fumble. And he'll kick it away. Flores, Rivas started the game in goal. Flores is in there now. They're one of two on Revere who are not seniors. "14 seniors, 8 juniors, a sophomore and a freshman." Flores is a very good goaltender. He's a sophomore. And Rivas wasn't bad either. He's only a freshman. We've had a lot of free kicks in this non-contact sport coming from midfield. They knocked it right into Revere, and then they knocked Revere down. And the Revere player was flat on the ground. He's getting helped up. He went down like he was shot from a gun, and he's up and he's running upfield. So you never know. The one player that was taken out on a stretcher certainly was hurt. But in a lot of cases, they've been watching the National Basketball League, the NBA, and professional soccer, and seeing all the many flops. And they kind of duplicate it. So when they go down, you never know. Whether they're actually down or they're trying to get the official to make a call. And there's a little shove. Zapata gave a little elbow push. Shot will come from just inside the 20-yard line. Kelvin Alves was going to take it. Now it'll be Abel Aklog. Got it to the net. Rojas grabbed it and held on. Alejandro Zayas usually is in net for English. He wasn't here today. I don't know. I hope he's not hurt. English knocks it away. And it goes out off English. There were two players there, both of them looking for it. And it wound up going off them. To the near side. Circling. Nice save. Rojas with an outstanding save. That was going to go inside the near post. Corner kick from the near side. They line drive it. It gets deflected away. Looking to walk in. Blocked and knocked away. And is never read again. And he's flat down and not moving. He was looking for a call. He actually broke in and ran into one of the defenders. He got stuck in the middle trying to take it to the net. There was a maze of plays. He ran into a few bodies, and he went down. And the coach is coming out to take a look. So with just under 10 minutes left, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. So we hope he's okay. He got up, he's back upfield. That Great kick from the near side. It just missed the far post. Almost a perfect kick from right around the 10-yard line. They kicked it looking for the far post, and it just went wide. It almost went in off the foot of Gene Brun. Yeah, I mean, his first name is Gene, Jean. His second name is Jean, Brun. Gene Brun. Almost a perfect kick. Just slipped past the far post. It went over the head of Flores, the goaltender. And it's going to go out. LEHS lets it go. Revere will take the throw in. Chipped up, headed away by LEHS. And Revere clears it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Trying to walk in, nice defense. Knock it away. I think that was Lopez again. Throw in down deep. English breaks it up. Trying to walk in. Nice defense again by Lopez. They're calling it off English. Revere's going to get a corner kick, I think. Long wait for the two teams playing the next game. They got a head on it. English got a foot on it and knocked it out. I think it was LEHS who got the head on it. Banging going on. They call it against Revere. They made a sandwich out of James Gomez. Gene Brun gets it in quickly. They're still with it, still battling. Revere finally took it away from Cepeda. English is going to get the free kick. A little shorter than a corner kick. Final 5 minutes, the clock will be kept by the official down on the field. Revere walking over, almost shaking hands with the kicker. They got to go back. The referee's going to move them back. And they still moved up a couple of steps. Out in front, off a couple of bodies, off a couple of heads. Revere trying to clear it. They finally did. Revere took it away. They knock it deep. They knock it deep again. Okafor gives it back. Rojas boots it away. Revere collects. And Lopez breaks it up. And knocks it out. So Revere's going to make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field, knocking off Thanksgiving special, beating Classical 2-0. And now, with time running down, they're going to get a win over English. They get it back. Shot blocked just as they were lining up the shot. Gomez lining up the shot had it blocked. English played a little better second half, territorial-wise, but they still didn't get any real attempts. This second half it would have been against Flores. English knocks it out. Not a lot of time left. They got a foot on it going through, almost like side saddle, got that shot off. And it got knocked out. That was Aklog. He was running by, sort of like a little hip check, little side kick. Rojas got a piece. They knock it out in front. English knocks it away. All the way down, trying to center it. They got it deflected out in front, and they got Revere got a foot on it, kicked it way up over everything out of play. Closing moments of this Greater Boston League battle. He tried to give it back. Revere picked it off. And there's a body going down again. Like getting right up. They throw it in, nobody there except the goaltender. Flores gives it up. And now he just held it, letting time run off, waiting for English to come up to him, then he grabbed it and he'll kick it away. Referee's letting this one go. And as I say that, they blow the whistle. So Revere is going to make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field. First beating Classical and now knocking off Lynn English. They got a penalty kick very early. And Patrick Valentin knocked it home to make it 1-0. They then got 2 free kicks, 2 perfect free kicks by Alejandro Hernandez. According to the Revere coach, the first one was deflected in off English at own goal, making it 2-0. And then it was Lochis out in front getting ahead on another kick by Hernandez, making it 3-0. And very late with a skirmish out in front, the ball popped loose and Jamal David was there to knock it home to make it 3-1. All that in the first half, and that's the way it ended, 3-1. So a long game. Again, we hope the young man from Revere is okay. The one he was taken out in an ambulance with a leg injury. We hope he's going to be okay. So Revere will go to 2-0. Both their wins coming here at Manning Field, and they'll look to make it 3 in a row at Manning Field when they play St. Mary's here day after tomorrow. This Thursday, they're going to play St. Mary's here on Saturday. English will drop to 1-2-1 on the early season. So 3-1, Revere over English. All the scoring in the first half in this Greater Boston League battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.